Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I'll be talking about a ridiculous comparison of Zach Wilson to Johnny Manziel. But before we get started today, I just wanted to mention you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the podcast Just Jets wherever it is you get your podcast. Subscribe to the Just Jets Clips channel. And this video has a sponsor and a really cool giveaway involved. So let me explain. Let's talk about it. From the hills of Humboldt County, California, our friends at Canadips CBD, the nation's leading tobacco and nicotine-free dip alternative with CBD, are excited to present the game of the year. Canadips CBD is a fast-acting and innovative way to consume CBD that works and tastes great and won't make you play sneak-a-chew with the wife during football season. Listen, we've all been there. The game of the year is one winner chosen on August 31st, and entry is super easy. All you have to do is head to canadipscbd.com and click the link, or visit the Instagram page at Canadips. Look for the blue check mark. That's how you know you got there. One winner will be chosen and can bring a +1 to any regular season NFL game. Airfare for two with a luxury hotel is included and great seats to the game. That's right. Canadips is randomly choosing one lucky winner for the fan experience of a lifetime. So head on over to canadipscbd.com and enter. It's free to enter, and you can go to any single game in the regular season that you want. So definitely check it out. Also, they're sending me some stuff, so I'm going to do a giveaway with some of the stuff that they are sending me. So if you're interested, head on over to my Twitter page at Matt O'Leary NY and retweet the tweet that I put out there on Canadips. So there we go. Okay, so Colin Cowherd's a clown. This is nothing new. We've known this for a very long time, but his most recent clown take is comparing Zach Wilson to Johnny Manziel. Now, for whatever reason, Colin Cowherd doesn't like football players who have a little bit of a personality. Baker Mayfield is one of them. Zach Wilson is another one. And to me, I get that those two specifically maybe have some overlapping in how they handle themselves on the field. But not every single player who handles themselves like that is Johnny Manziel. So in a recent video, he said that he sees a lot of Manziel in Zach Wilson. Well, I'm going to disprove part of his reasons for that. Number one, he calls Wilson a smaller athlete, which is kind of the knock on Johnny Manziel. Now, Johnny was 6 foot flat. Zach Wilson measured in at 6'2". I know that 2 inches doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a big difference. Most NFL quarterbacks are 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", sometimes 6'5". That's usually the range. Anything at like 6 foot or under, when you're in the Russell Wilson or Kyler Murray category, that's when there seems to be an issue. But the other thing I don't get is we've seen smaller quarterbacks play well at this level. Drew Brees has done it did it for a long time. Russell Wilson has done it for a long time. Kyler Murray has done it for a long time. Tua is looking to do it. He struggled in year one, but maybe he turns it around. So it's not like you have to be 6'3" or above to have success in the NFL. Those days are over. Another thing that disproves it is Wilson's a film junkie. Everything I've read about him says that this guy just loves to study film. His friends are trying to watch movies. He's out there trying to study film. And the people that I've spoken to directly who have covered Zach Wilson at BYU have said the same things. They see a guy who's just trying to get better, doing the absolute most in order to improve and have success at the next level. Sure, there's a chance that it doesn't work out in the NFL for Zach Wilson, just like any quarterback, but do we really think Johnny Manziel was a film junkie, or did he have other stuff going on in his life? The comparison isn't even remotely close to the same with these two. The narrative around is that Zach Wilson's arrogant. Well, again, disproved when I had Jay Drew on, who covered BYU and watched every single game that Wilson played at that school. He told a story about where Wilson would run, it was either DoorDash or Uber Eats, one of those kinds of companies he worked for, and would drive around his beat up Mazda 6 that he had on campus that was like 10 years old or whatever it was, and deliver food in order to pay for his trips to go to quarterback camps. So spoiled rich kid out the window, arrogant. I could say maybe confident, but I don't necessarily see arrogance when I'm looking at Zach Wilson. I feel like that's a lazy narrative, and someone who's arrogant probably wouldn't do the things that we just lined up and said here about Zach Wilson. And the final thing, in the past, he said numerous times that his game doesn't look like it could transfer to the next level. What? Have you watched the NFL recently? How many quarterbacks in today's league thrive on extending plays or getting outside the pocket and making plays happen? The top quarterbacks in the league all do that. Aaron Rodgers, yes, he can throw in the pocket, but he also can throw on the run. Russell Wilson, we talked about earlier. Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, all of these guys have similar traits in terms of that they have the ability to get outside and make plays happen and extending plays with their feet. I'm not saying that he's going to be, Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson probably is a better example of someone who runs around a lot. I'm not saying necessarily at that level, but most quarterbacks who are thriving in today's game are able to extend plays with their legs. And I'm not saying it's a necessity, and there are some, exceptions to this rule here, but for the most part, come on. I really don't see how you could sit here and watch everything this kid did in college and say that his game doesn't translate. And to throw out the Johnny Manziel comparison, that's just a lazy narrative, and there's nothing that backs up that claim. So now that Colin Cowherd has come out and been so against Zach Wilson after saying Sam Darnold, Adam Gase, those two, to Greg Williams, print the AFC Championship game t-shirts or tickets or whatever the hell he said, I'm more confident now because of how much faith and how wrong he was about Adam Gase having success with the New York Jets. He called the Jets fans idiots or morons for saying or for being critical of that hire. Well, who's laughing now? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Please make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you next time.